What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. We'll be starting up pretty shortly, so just sit back and relax. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, as I have tons of awesome content and videos coming. Before we start, please read the rules and guidelines in the video description. It helps the stream stay focused and encourages a positive environment. Also say hello to the channel moderators, who will be making sure that these rules are followed.
Hey, what's up? It's Ferry 18, 2022. It's 4:23 p.m., 39 Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius. Gosh, I cannot do this introduction faster. February 18th, 2022, Friday, 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius, and it's about 4:23 p.m. Gosh, I was stumbling over my words. So much for trying to act cool, but all right. I'm here in Tudor City, looking over 42nd Street. I said it was February 14th, and I wanted to say 18th. My words, I was thinking faster than I could speak. I can't speak that fast. It's impossible for me. I tried. Oh well. But let's get this walk started. Clifford Taylor says, appreciate intro. I tried. I figured I'd start off from here because it's been a while since I visited Tudor City. We got a great view here overlooking 42nd. Beautiful view of the Chrysler Building and One Vanderbilt behind it. Atomic Skill 678. Am I going to Brooklyn? No, to get to Brooklyn from here will be a little bit of a stretch. I think I'll stay in Manhattan today. I remember coming up here for the Manhattan Henge, and it was a pretty great sight. That's as much as I could zoom in. Bella says, it's Valentine's Day again according to me. No, just my stumbling over my thoughts. Paul says it's quite windy outside. It sure is. Quite windy indeed. Now let's go downstairs because Tudor City is elevated above 42nd Street. And I think I'll take a walk uptown today. The temperatures just dropped since yesterday. Mary Eason visited New York City in 2016, stayed in a hotel in Manhattan and loved it. Awesome to hear, Mary. I hope many of you who have visited New York City or plan to visit New York City have a great experience here. I'm gonna head up 2nd Avenue. Aisha O, what was that person doing against the wall? I don't know. I wasn't really inclined to find out. By the way, you want to see something cool? Here we have the Church of the Covenant. And this is one of the big examples of a holdout real estate property. So you see all around us, right? I'm not going to point up. We got tall buildings. We got tall buildings there. We got a tall building here. We got tall buildings over there. And we got tall buildings over here. But look what happened to the Church of the Covenant. You got a tiny little church here surrounded by skyscrapers. They refused to sell to the development, so what they did was just built around the church. This is incredible. And they call this a real estate holdout because no matter how much the developers offered the church, they never sold. Cartoons and Coding says these buildings are tall. They sure are. Lots of tall buildings all around New York City. Oh, no wonder why that bus was saying it was turning, because they had the right turn signal on it, even though it was going right down 2nd Avenue without turning. Say go, please. I'm tired of you saying wait.
Wait. Wait. Wait. Wait. Wait. Wait.
Yeah, Fila Style 84, I got denied. It's never gonna say go. Sonia says push. The more I push it, the more it gets annoyed. I don't want to do that. There was even one talking crosswalk button that kept yelling at me when I pushed it harder. Bob says I pushed the wait button more than any other person. How are people going to push that button now? It's like barricaded off partially. Janet R. $5. That church was beautiful and majestic. Good afternoon, AK. Thank you, Janet R. Appreciate the support. You know how these cars, the car drivers, they keep honking their horn when they're stuck in traffic or like a red light? Like that? I do the same thing, but with the wait button. It's kind of like the same thing, right? Give me a go button. Wait, wait, wait. That's the pedestrian's version of a car horn. Atomic Skittle 678, it's illegal to honk in Manhattan, isn't it? Only in the case of emergency can you honk. Other times, if it's excess noise, there's laws against honking. John PS30 has a good joke from a comedian. One comedian says you could find a New York elevator's closed door button because it's all worn down. That's a good one. And Roxanne Robles with $9.99. Appreciate the support. Thank you, Roxanne. Appreciate it. Maybe if you go to a car dealership that sells used cars in New York City, the horn button must be all faded out and worn out, right? And then like if you look at a gamer's keyboard, like you see the letters all worn out too. Like you can't even tell which button it is. The A is all worn out, the W is worn out. Especially those buttons, those who play like the first person shooters, they always use those keys. And then if you look at like, I don't know, an insurance agent's keyboard, probably their number pad's all worn out. driving in the bike lane. Very nice, taxi driver. That's one way to avoid traffic, but to do it illegally and kind of dangerous too. HO says impatience. That's the problem with a lot of drivers around here. They're impatient and they risk other people's lives. You do really have to be vigilant crossing the streets here. Even on the sidewalk, I've had times where cars made left turns into driveways without looking, almost hitting me. Second Avenue is so busy. Hector says they drive like they're in Tijuana, and Audi says it's the same in UK as well. I've noticed a lot of those kind of drivers in big cities. Long story short, it says $2. You're not supposed to stand in a driveway, and you're also not supposed to drive in the driveway. You're supposed to drive on the highway, right? No, wait, it's a drive on the parkway. I don't know why they switched them up. Shouldn't you be able to drive on the driveway and park on the parkway? But it's reversed, which makes no sense. Yeah, you're supposed to park your car on the parkway and drive on the driveway. Bob asked if I ever taken a bicycle taxi in New York. No, I haven't. Never have. I'm not sure what happened there. Voted #1's banker of climate, chaos. They use the Chase logo. It's fun to read some of these stickers once in a while. Money today for diabetic test strips. What? That sounds kind of shady to me. Adrian says, how many pairs of shoes have I gone from walking around? Too many to count, but I did save my last 2 shoes and I brought them to a shoemaker for repair, so I've actually found a good shoemaker that can redo the heels and the soles pretty well, so I don't really have to buy as many new shoes as I thought. It's much more cost effective to repair the shoes than it is to buy a new one. Plus, they're already broken in, which is awesome. See, Jasmine says, that's nice, saves money. Yes, it's good to have a skilled cobbler who could work on your shoes. I brought my shoes into the cobbler and he looked at it. It was like, man, you wore down your heels like so much. This looks like a nice neighborhood pizzeria. La Vera. There's a lot of people inside. John Smith, 2046, 48. You didn't know Cobblers were still around. It's it's hard to find a skilled cobbler now, but you can find them in New York. Rebecca Curiel Lessie with $10 in honor of shoe repairers. Yeah, Rebecca, they're a great service to have. John says that kid was in heaven eating a slice bigger than her head. What do they do with the excess? Hopefully they save it. Amir Ibrahim with £2. Thank you. Appreciate the support. There's a lot of smoke here. It smells good, like barbecue. Don's asked if I'm going to be passing by the WNYW Fox 5 Studios. You know, I don't even know where that is, unless that's the one by Rockefeller Center. Maybe I could look it up. That's somewhere I didn't. Fox 5 Studios. No results on Google Maps, unless I'm typing it in wrong. Looks like it's 67th Street, I think. Huh. I might pass by it. It's only about 15 blocks from here. To buildings there that I want to mention. Got the Lipstick Building over here, Lipstick Building, and then you've got the Citigroup Building, the one with the slanted angle. I find it funny how many of these buildings now are named after objects. Like they'll find an object and then name the building after it. Lipstick Building, like Glass Building, not Glass Building, but Tetris Building, Jenga Building. Building and start naming them weird things like Chicken Building. Maybe someone will make a Big Apple and call it like the Apple. Lynn Miranda says it's safer than using names. We should design a big, giant building in the shape of a heart and call it the Heart Building. Anthony Crawford, you couldn't see yourself in shorts, it's too cold. Well, to be fair, it was much warmer this morning, so I don't think a lot of people were prepared for the sudden drop in temperatures in the evening. Anthony says, what's the record wind in New York today? We had 122 miles an hour in England. I'm not exactly sure, Anthony, but probably during one of these tropical storms that came to New York. And it was also pretty bad during that snowstorm we had. But I was even seeing some of these places in England, especially plane spotters. They were spotting planes that had even trouble landing at Heathrow Airport. Like they'd almost land and then they have to break the landing and climb back up. Insane. Damaris Cologne, $4.99, already home from work, enjoying a walking Friday afternoon. Thank you, Damaris. Appreciate the support. Mandeep V, half an hour from Heathrow Airports. And you must have really felt the wind. Wow, look at that. I knew why there was confusion there, because the bus needed to use the straight only lane to make the left turn, and the car was on the left turn lane. The bus can't use the left turn lane because it's too big to clear it. Always fun to see the dogs around here. Audi says some planes have to go to another airport. I heard. Kathy Klein, $5. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. Even that bus is a lot of people, not just the travel lanes here. Lynn Miranda, thank you for $3. And here's the Manhattan Art and Antique Center. Let's take a look at some of these things they have in the window. Wow, look at this. I wonder how old these paintings are. And look at this vase. It has like, looks like a Roman leader as an outline. And even the table. Oh my goodness. And then this looks something out of China. I wonder who this is supposed to be of. And look at this tiny little red chair. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I mean, it looks like a mirror, but like, would a mirror be practical if you have all these obstructions in front of it? I guess you could use the side. This is more for decoration than anything. Really interesting. Oh, there's more here. Open to the public, come on in. Robert says doesn't have to be practical all the time. Yeah, that's right. PRD, 99 cents, thank you so much. And Bob Kish, $5 to spend at my next visit at a Cobbler. Thank you very much. Cartoons and Coding says that art center has some great art. I know. You can buy all of these. They're all for sale. Oh my goodness. Look at these candelabras. It's being held up by like a religious figure. JY63245N. What's the name of this place? It's the Manhattan Art and Antique Center, 2nd Avenue and 56th Street. You got more stuff in the back too. Look at that. There's silverware as well. Look at this Bulgari. Solomon treasure, 4 generations of collecting exquisite European art and antiques. It's an old clock. I think that's a mold of Jesus. Super cool place. I mean, there's much more if you go in there. But now you know where to go if you want to shop for expensive art. 2nd Avenue and 56th Street. You get a lot of antiques. over here. D Jasmine, you can only imagine how expensive they are. Oh, for sure. It looks like all those pieces there are even museum quality pieces. TRD, BRD. Thank you for $1.99. Appreciate the support. Steve Stein says, imagine going to a store and saying, I want something older than the USA. I mean, if you think about it, the United States is a pretty new country comparatively to many other countries. It was only started in 1774. Think about most other places. Europe, Africa, Asia, Oceania. They all established places earlier than the United States. There's a reason why they call the United States the New World when they discovered it. '57th Street. If you missed my video that I published this morning, I walked from 7th Avenue and 57th Street down to Times Square. I wonder if we'll be able to cross the street in front of the Queensboro Bridge, or they're gonna make us go around to the other side. I don't think I've ever tried to cross on this side before. Yeah, I guess that's true, Steve. Depends on the point of view. France had 5 republics plus monarchies, restorations. I mean, even places that like were originally France, they broke off, it became smaller. So countries change over time. Alejandro Luna, $5. Hello, first time chatting here. Been glued to your video since last week. Question, do you know any good sushi restaurants in this area? Thanks. Thank you, Alejandro. As far as sushi restaurants goes, I'm not really too familiar with this area of Manhattan for sushi restaurants. I think I also saw Norma Helly from Las Vegas comment too, and she asked what's my favorite coffee shop. You know, I don't really visit coffee shops that often, Norma, so I don't really have a favorite. Oh, look at this. We cannot cross this way. I knew it. Hi, yeah, nice to meet you.
You too. I like your food vlogs.
Thank you. Wow, and I'm not even known as a food vlogger too much. Oh, whoa! I don't know if I caught that on camera, but that person's Amazon delivery almost tipped over. Did you see that? Wow. Maybe it's a sign that I should start doing food. Bob says we saw it. I'm gonna have to rewind it. That was pretty scary. It's kind of like those people on motorcycles that do wheelies and it goes past 90 degrees, and my heart just like goes out. I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna fall? The motorcycles like this, and then they bring it back. Roosevelt Island tram. Dutch says, nice clip report on extra. That was scary. I thought it was gonna tip over and hit the other cyclist. Epic Gamer Mike, what's the best pizza in my opinion? I'm still a fan of Bleecker Street Pizza for my favorite pizza. Steve says, just wanted to say, AK and the mods have done a good job making sure the comments and community are good. The vibe is good, similar to the early days. But thank you so much, Steve, for saying that. I know they work hard to keep the comments clean, and for the most part, people are pretty respectful on the stream. Norma says, I gotta come to Vegas again and take me on a pizza tour. Yeah, that might be an idea. Oh my goodness. Well, that driver is going to wait for a while to get through this street. Craziness with traffic. And they normally have a traffic agent here. They don't today. John McKenzie, £8.99. Great live stream. Hello from Scotland. Thanks, John. Appreciate the support. Oh, that mural looks nice. I just flipped my camera around, I noticed it. What does this say? Comes in every color. Wow. TRD, BRD, $1.99. Can I walk past a firehouse? I mean, I don't know of any firehouses off the top of my head around here. I think I'm gonna have to wait for another light. I'm not gonna fight this crosswalk. David Finzi, $2. You're a few blocks away from you. Thanks, David. Maybe you'll see me walking past. All right, this person got a taxi called. Steve says, every time you see the Roosevelt Island tram, you can't believe it exists. Yeah, it's still functioning. Walk signal is on. And if you want to take the bus to Queens, here's the line to get into the bus. The Q60. This is one of the buses that travels the furthest distance in New York. It goes from here, Midtown Manhattan, all the way to Jamaica along Queens Boulevard. Pretty much runs the entire length. I wonder if everybody's going to be able to get on. This bus is pretty popular too. Hey, Carolyn. Carolyn DeWick with 1999. Thanks for the generous super chat, Carolyn. Appreciate it. Very nice. Lynn says that's a long bus ride. I know. I've taken it before, almost to the entire length too. From Midtown Manhattan all the way to Forest Hills area. But I just remembered about the Fox Studios. It was on 67th Street. I don't think I'm going to be going there right now. I'm walking towards First Avenue and York Avenue. Lynn Miranda says, how long is the ride? Very long. I think maybe like an hour and a half just to get from here to Forest Hills on that bus. Design ideas with $5. Action Kid. Next Tuesday is February 22nd, 2022. You should do a 222 video. You know, you're not the first one who said that to me. I should do a live stream starting at 2:22. That'll last exactly for 2 hours and 22 minutes. And not only that, but 2/22/22 is on a Tuesday. So there's even more twos. Can you believe that? 2/22/22 on Tuesday. Brad O'Flattery with €4.99. Me and my girlfriend Dana so excited to visit New York City from Ireland this June. Any recommendations for things to do in the city in June? Brad, let's see. I would definitely recommend you to visit Coney Island. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. And I think the amusement park's going to be open for the season then. But the summertime's always nice in New York. You can do some sightseeing, maybe do a cruise. Planet X15. How do you film in public without people giving you strange looks? For the most part, people are pretty tolerant about it. I don't really get strange looks as much as I used to. I guess now I carry myself with confidence, and I've done this for a long time, so I kind of know what to expect. But my setup isn't really small either. It's kind of out there, and people really do know that I'm recording. Thanks to Brad O'Flattery. Appreciate the support. Tom says stop at 222 likes. Oh, Norma says start at 2 p.m. I can go on for 22 minutes. When you're 2 hours, 22 hours. Celebrate with the audience, and maybe I'll get $2.22 or $22.22 super likes, super chats. I wonder if there's another two I could put in somehow. Unbelievable. 50 says look at that bike lane. Yeah, it's pretty cut up over there on the edge. Not really the greatest to ride on. Glad says thanks AK, Coney Island looks amazing. Yeah, definitely take a look at Coney Island. Oh my gosh. That was very close. The cyclist almost went into the car there. That's another thing too that tourists make a mistake with, and they think they could bike in New York City pretty easily. They get one of these rental bikes or a city bike, and then they start riding in the streets, and they're like, I don't really know. Unless you're really used to riding in traffic, I wouldn't really recommend riding a bike on the streets so easily. Wow, this food smells great. Chief Rocket 2207. I could start the live stream at 2nd and 22nd at 2:22. There might even be a 22nd Avenue in New York. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a 22nd Avenue. In Astoria, there's no 22nd Avenue though. There's a 20th Avenue and a 21st Avenue, but no 22nd. Gerard Coney, a lot of tourists get hurt bike riding in New York. I've seen it too, people getting into crashes on those bikes. It's scary. Mandy loves my vlogs. Husband and I would love to visit. When would be a good time to go, and where would you recommend we stay as far as good hotels? I say this almost every live stream, and I say the time you come really depends on you. Pick the time of the year where it's most meaningful for you. If you like the holidays, come during the holidays. If you like springtime, come during the spring. If you're hoping for snow, come during January, February, but be prepared to bundle up. And as far as hotel goes, that's the same thing. There's so many to pick from. I mean, most people, they pick Times Square because it's the center of everything. But there are other good options for hotels too in the outer boroughs. Yes, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you finally.
All right.
I'm David. No, you
David
see me many
Finzi,
times,
yes.
Yeah. No, I was like,
hi.
I said to you that, like, you know, you live a few blocks away.
Yeah.
I said, look, if you go in the direction like 64,
I'll
just quickly stop by. Just
Yeah,
to say hi,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
nice to
finally.
meet you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice good choice of area, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, how
Thanks
you
for
doing?
all the super chats too. Hi. Wow,
He
I'm
knows
known
you too.
here. Look at that. All right.
Hey, you drop a bag.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
No, good choice of area.
All right. Yeah.
Definitely. Stick Handles, I used to work there, and whatchamacallit, there's a lot of great places around here.
Yeah, you know.
Nobody try out.
Crazy this temperature drop, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was working at my gym. I work at Crunch.
Yeah.
My reception, and like when I got there, it was humid as hell. It was the first time I wasn't even wearing my jacket, and then I don't even know. Next thing you know,
I know, it was crazy. Yeah.
So bad. Like, I mean, it's like you wouldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Not at a time like this where it's like so like cold all the time.
I know. That's why I intentionally waited until it was later, and then I was like, oh, this is gonna be the temperature for today.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, and you were also talking about birthdays, by the way. One of the guys was talking about his birthday on, February 22nd.
Yeah.
It's funny. My birthday was actually the 12th.
Oh, wow.
And it's like the first time you would imagine like a pattern of 0, 2,
Yeah.
12, and 22. So there's like 0 and like, February 1 like in 12 and 22 in 2002, 22. I'm
Funny.
24 now.
Look at that. Yeah, he's a young man.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's even more funny. 0, 2 times 1, 2, which is 12, equals 24.
Look at that.
Another pattern.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure something out for Tuesday.
Yeah, no, definitely. You should. I mean, I love seeing your lives. Honestly, funny enough, I thought you were the official New York YouTuber.
Oh
because
my
you're
gosh.
the first live I was watching for New York.
All right.
Yeah, right. Your actual name is Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny, yeah.
Yeah, Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
No, that's like.
Yeah,
Ken for
people
short.
call me Kenny, Ken.
Which one's preferred though?
Doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
But do more in Little Italy because
Yeah.
Little Italy's fun. I go there with
I
I go
should.
with my dad every Saturday, and I was happy that you took Mary Jane there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it's good seeing you.
Hey, nice meeting you.
All right, David.
And
We'll
come
catch
back
you
to
on the
this area
live
anytime-
streams.
Oh yeah, hopefully next time
Yeah.
around, right? It's not the first time you're coming to this area. I'm
Yeah, of course.
sure. Yeah. Good to meet you.
All right, laters.
Later. Take care, guys.
Yep. Now that was David Finzi. He's appeared on the live chat several times already. Midwest weather says, what a nice guy. I know, he's super nice. He lives in this area. And let's see. Lauren Scott with a super chat coming to New York City in May. Your videos have inspired you to explore more places there, even though you've been there before. Wow, another trip to New York, Lauren Scott. Thanks, Lawrence. Appreciate the support. Hopefully you can find out all the places that you passed up the last time you were here. And I've lived here all my life and I'm still finding new places to explore here. Yesterday I went to a new area of New Jersey that I've never been to before and it really surprised me. And don't knock New Jersey off too, because people think New Jersey is like, oh, why would you go there? You're in New York City. And I thought to myself the same thing until I started exploring a little bit of New Jersey, especially the areas closer to Manhattan. I've been pleasantly surprised. And also, I think people are interested in New Jersey too. I've seen it just in my YouTube channel. People are clicking on those New Jersey videos. S. Jacob says, no way you can cover New York Metro. You've been here 27, oh, no, it's a very big 27 million people live here. And people coming back to New York. I agree, it's pretty much endless. Because even though you cover an area, you come back to it another day, there's a different event going on, the weather changes, it looks different, neighborhoods change, places come and go, so you can never get finished with New York. As much as I've shown New York City and the surrounding areas on my streams, I go back, it looks different each time. Think about it, I went out in like April and May 2020, there was nobody around Midtown. And now you go right now, it's like night and day difference. Music, $2.22. New York City has some of the most beautiful women on earth. Thank you so much, music. And Martin Pittman, 2 pounds. Love your videos, they take all your stress away. Thanks, Martin. Steve says, you know what they say about New York? It would be a great city if they ever finished it. Oh, I'm sure. They need to finish building it. It's still not finished. Red balloon, you didn't know what the tri-state area was, so you Googled it. Yeah, because everything's so close here. We have New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I've also covered Connecticut too on my streams, especially the areas closer to the New York border. I did Stamford and Greenwich, Connecticut. I've even walked from Greenwich, Connecticut to New York again. That was pretty funny. Shane 014, can you film inside Natural History Museum, or is that not allowed? I think you can a little bit, but you can't like just record the entire museum. They'll stop you. Ryan Fraser, 10 pounds. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate the support. Lindsay says, I've been everywhere. I tried a little bit last year, even when I went to Los Angeles. As big as that area was, I tried to cover job over there. The short amount of time I was there. That was close. X Dazman X, going to New York City on your own. Wow, pretty daunting. In April. Sean Gallagher, $5. My students told me that they saw you in a park in Jersey City. They were excited and happy today, telling me. Oh, Sean Gallagher, $5. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, I was there. You're gonna find out where I was when I put up that video eventually. I think tomorrow maybe I'll post up that video. So we're up to 70th Street. Fila Style 84, the spoiler, yeah. D. Jasmine says, how exciting the kids got to see behind the scenes. Yeah, they were really excited too. You might see them on the video. Dwayne says, would you ever come to Canada, do live streams in cities here? Yeah, I'll definitely consider it. I think I'll head over to York Avenue is one block to the east of me. Haven't been there in a while. Ex Dasman, have I ever been to London? No, I've never been there. But I've seen a lot of videos from there. I know my friend Urbanist, Exploring Cities, he's there right now. Also having a very tough time with internet service there. You would never think in a large city like London that he'll have internet service issues. I found out through my travels that not all internet service is equal. I've been to Los Angeles and I've had my fair share of internet signal issues in Los Angeles. I had to switch between 3 different internet providers. And then when I went to Florida, Florida was crazy as well. Hey, David Finzey's in the chat saying that was fun. It was. Thanks for meeting up with me back there. Dutch bike vlogger says LA was the worst for internet. It wasn't horrible, actually. AT&T was like, I would say good 70% of the time. Alback says, how does New York compare with internet service? New York is pretty good with internet service. Verizon is great in New York City like 85% of the time. Maybe even like 90% of the time Verizon is good in New York. But Verizon has its issues too. Most recently, Verizon's been having bad issues right by Times Square, which is super strange. Miguel, I walked past your Uncle Ralph. Dwayne says the tent city in LA was very eye-opening. I have a similar issue in Edmonton. I mean, it's scary. There's a lot of places around the country like that that have these encampments and tents up. And believe it or not, New York City has an even higher homeless population than Los Angeles. It's just that you don't really see them on the streets camped out in tents. Ryan says, am I close enough to El Barrio? No, not yet. If I go up another like 30 blocks or so, I'd say I'll be there. Feels like the temperature is even dropping more. Must be in the 20s now, or low 30s.
Yes. You know what we have next week? We have some salad touch.
Dwayne says, where do the homeless go in New York? In Edmonton, they stay in our parks and tents or certain areas downtown. For the most part, they're housed in homeless shelters or hotels that the city pays for in the taxpayer dollars. You also find them in the subways, although I think the mayor today announced a action plan to deal with people sleeping on the subways and causing quality of life issues in general in the subways. He did a press conference earlier this morning. But I hope that they're able to do it in a way where it's not disruptive to the people who depend on those services, the homeless people and the riders. Azure Sonic 69 says, action plan by action kid. And that's not my action plan. Bob says, yes, the mayor mentioned getting help for the homeless and the mentally ill is something we really need. So I'm hopeful that it will do something. It's a start. Oliver Swiss says, love your videos. Do you ever think about moving somewhere else? Oh, absolutely. I can't say I haven't thought about moving somewhere else. Dwayne says, in Edmonton, similar issue. Homeless are in our LRT subway system. That mayor wants to fix the issue of homelessness. Yeah, it's not an easy issue to solve. Homelessness really comes from a real failure of society. That these people have no choice but to sleep on the streets, or they choose to sleep on the streets for whatever reason. Dennis, have you ever come to Puerto Rico? It's wonderful. I hope someday I will. Sounds like a good place. Wonder how York Avenue Kitchen is. Are they even in business anymore? I see a board in front of their business. No, it doesn't look like they're in business anymore. Look at that, huh? Now we're entering the nightlife area of York Avenue. Dwayne says so many restaurants come and go. That's true in New York. Unfortunately, of living in New York, your favorite place to eat may not be there because places come and go. I think this is an Italian restaurant. Cacio e Pepe. And appetizers. These are the prices you expect to pay here in an Italian restaurant. Branzino. $8 for a branzino. Class Shelling says New York City East Side prices. Yep, you'll pay here. They probably had a prefixed menu too on Valentine's Day.
There you goes.
Hi, what's up? Lots of dogs being walked in this neighborhood too. York Avenue. Tim Bogert, based on those prices, you can't afford to eat dirt in New York. Just because one restaurant has those prices doesn't mean that you can't get quality food elsewhere. You know where's a dependable option that many people go to? Are these corner stores, these corner bodegas. They'll get a sandwich and it might just cost like $8, $10. Or you can go to D'Agostino's here, the grocery store, and they'll have pre-prepared meals as well. Bob Fish, you love bodega cats. Yeah, they're very cute, but they're the actual boss of the bodega. Donna says, don't go to D'Agostino, it's stinky and overpriced. Nice to say it though. It's just an option. D'Agostino, sometimes you have no choice because they may be one of the few grocery stores in the area. Thanks Valpair, Aviation Valpair. €1.99. Support for the channel, a big hug. Thank you. This All-Star Deli and Grocery is open 7 days, 24 hours. And they have a hot food counter too. sandwiches and wraps, breakfast all day. You can even get breakfast at midnight if you want to. Gerard Coney, that's why it's the All-Star Deli. It's a good name for it. They're giving 7-Eleven some competition there. Angela Washington, is it typical for a cat to be the boss of a bodega? Yes, it is. You better beware. I've seen bodega cats give me the stink eye like I was up to no good, and I made sure that I respected the cat. Laney says my walks are long, you just woke up in Australia and you're tired again from all the walking. What a nice dog. Lamp dog with $5 Australian. Do I use the DJI Pocket 2 wide lens that comes with it? When you always film around in 4K 60, like, is the widescreen lens a big must? Oh, I rarely use that. And the few times I did use it, I found that it made the device unbalanced. Gizmo Kylo, it says, watch out. Yeah, the cats are scary. Uh-oh. I just noticed something. What happened to this car's bumper? I hope this didn't just happen now. Uh-oh. Looks like it might have just gotten hit. Now that's not good. Looks like it might have gotten sideswiped. Another grocery store. They don't have a hot food section though. Dorian Seafood Market, and we got some seafood in the window. What do they got here? Some nice big shrimp. Got scallops. Nice big pieces of fish here. The Mighty Bull, $4.99. Thank you for a great channel. Appreciate it, Mighty Bull. Thank you so much. Man, this wind is picking up. Getting a little bit chilly now. Adrian G, when do I start my scooter videos? When I find that it's convenient, I'll do a scooter video. Scooters, bicycles, they limit me in where I need to go. Bella says there's a wind advisory since yesterday. I know. It's been blowing, blowing, blowing. Look at this tree. Lamp dog with $5. How come my Pocket 2 4K 60 doesn't look crispy like yours when played back on YouTube? Almost blurry, yes. Set it at H.264 like you. I'm not really too sure, man. You're gonna have to look into it. Maybe it's the software you're using that's not encoding it the right way. And Cynthia Beal, you liked my Kennedy Airport to Midtown video. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I knew that it would be a pretty popular video, especially because most people don't know that you can get from the airport to Midtown for $275, but it just takes a long time, and it's also a big hassle to find out where the buses are. I also have the reverse route coming soon in a video as well. And that video, you get to experience subway delays in real time as you're watching the video, so you know what to expect. Because not all the time do things go smoothly. And that goes with any kind of airport travel as well. Make sure if you're going to the airport that you leave yourself a lot of time, because you're gonna need it. Because you don't know how the traffic's gonna be, you don't know if your train's gonna get delayed, you don't know how long the security line's gonna be, you don't know how long customs is gonna take, all this stuff, so. Marco, you never knew you take the air train, then the Long Island Railroad. Yeah, that's what most guys recommend, and I recommend that route too. The air train to the Long Island Railroad or the air train to the subway, even though it's more expensive. Because especially if you're carrying luggage, to get off the air train, go downstairs, bring it on a bus, the bus gets stuck in traffic, and then you gotta take it out again. But if you got the time to spare and you can deal with the troubles after spending a lot of money on a flight and accommodations, then be my guest and take the bus and the subway. Lamp Dog, disappointment that for 50-minute 4K 60 video processing on YouTube takes a day and a half for you. And for you, it would only take a few short hours. Yeah, something you gotta look into. Don't know what's up with that. Class says, pros and cons with anything, especially mass transit travel expenses. Yep. A lot of people build it into their budget to afford that cab ride from the airport to Manhattan. Uh-oh, do we have... something weird here. Yeah, I'm getting some buffering here for some reason. But when I get across the street here, it gets better. Service. All right, are we reconnected finally? This internet service is really bad. All right, finally, oh my goodness. We were in the void back there with internet service. But we're finally here on the East River looking at Roosevelt Island. There's the Queensboro Bridge in the distance. Hyperman Charles Schurz Park. Love this park. Yes, it is Carl Schurz Park, not Charles. Very nice sunset. Ryan, have I ever walked the footbridge connecting Manhattan to Randall's Island? Yes, I have. It's cold right now. We're right by the water and it's windy.
I love you guys.
Laurie says another gorgeous sunset. Thank you. You know, I wonder when the next ferry is coming. Because this ferry, it goes right across the river to Astoria, Queens there. Although I see a ferry at that ferry station right now, I might consider just hopping the ferry over to Queens. Let me check the schedule. Trying to be productive. What's this place called? Carl Schurz Park. It's also the home of Gracie Mansion. We've got some really nice bird songs over here, if you listen carefully. Square bet with $10 with a ferry ride fare. Thanks, Square Bet. Very generous super chat to get me a ride back to Queens. Oh, there's a boat coming now. But I think this one is going to Long Island City, not I don't know, we have to figure it out. That one I think is leaving. Zishan Amin Imtiazi, 2 pounds. Watch all your back-to-back live and recorded last week. Wow, you're amazing, Zishan, to watch all those videos. When I watch live streams, I don't sit through the entire thing. I just like pop in maybe for a few minutes. I think this boat is coming from the Bronx, from the new Ferry Point Park ferry station. Lamp Doll with another $5 super chat and another tech question. All right, Lamp Doll, this is gonna be the last tech question I answer here, because I'm not tech support or YouTube support. What I hate about Pocket 2 is when I film in 4K 60 outside during the day, it makes the sky extreme white and goes back to normal. Yep, I gotta deal with it too. I made a video today, I had that same issue. Let's see. I guess we have to run because I don't even know which boat this is. I think we missed it. Oh, we gotta wait. This isn't my boat anyway. We gotta wait 24 minutes. Wow. Well, we just missed it. Well. Oh wow, they're coming back. Aubrey says, am I going to Ferry Point Park anytime soon? No, I won't. Yeah, Sharpie, that was nice, and then the reverse back. It was. So we got a while to wait. 23 minutes.
How many people watching?
I have almost 2,000.
Ah,
Yeah,
you do like a YouTube channel?
I do, yeah.
That's good. Ah,
Yeah, it's
Oh my
so
God.
cold today. Well, the next one update now is 60 minutes.
are you going to Astoria?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I should just hop on the bus and go downtown or take the subway, it might be faster.
No, you have one in 22
Yeah.
minutes. The ferry's faster
Oh yeah.
than the subway.
Yeah, because we gotta go down to 59th Street to get the subway.
Right.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah, and then the traffic out there.
For sure.
Yeah. Might as well go 20. Ah,
All right, let's buy a ticket. English, press C. One way. I wonder why we buy a bike only ticket. I guess if you forgot to pay for it to begin with. That's the sound that says, "Take my money." Yeah.
what's the YouTube channel?
It's Action Kid. Yep.
Subscribe.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, we got a ferry ride here today.
What says Action Kid is streaming live?
Yeah, that's me. All right.
Oh yeah.
Authorizing. All right. Would I like receipts? Yes. I'm $2.75 poorer now. All right, that's my ticket. All right. This is what it looks like, the QR code. Whew. Only one stop I'm going. Let me put my glove back on. It's hard to do it. Okay. There we go. Then you always want to ride the ferry. It's very efficient. But since we got like 20 minutes to wait, let me go over here and show you the FDR Drive here and all the people stuck in traffic. Mary says, beautiful evening for a cruise, a little chilly. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, here's the ferry route. So we're here right now, East 90th Street, and the ferry that left is going to 34th Street, Stuyvesant Cove, and then Wall Street. And then the ferry I want to take is the one that goes across the river here from East 90th Street to Astoria. But the major hubs of the ferry are East 34th Street. You can get 3 different ferry routes there, and then Pier 11 Wall Street. How many routes are here? Oh my gosh. Future Coney Island route. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this might be the main route here, the Wall Street stop. And then you have the 2 stops in the Bronx too. Tabby, is there one that goes to Brooklyn? Yes, there's a few. There's the East River route, Greenpoint, and over here, this is all Brooklyn. And then you have the yellow route here, which serves Lower Brooklyn. The Coney Island route is going to open later this year. And then you got the Rockaway route. And there's also a Staten Island one, but the Staten Island one doesn't connect to Wall Street. Not that it needs to, because they have the Staten Island ferry. That's even for free, which is close enough to the Wall Street area. How much does it cost from Sound River to Far Rockaway? I mean to Rockaway? Oh, to Far Rockaway? Well, to Far Rockaway, you have to pay extra because you need to get from that part of Rockaway to Far Rockaway. But it's $2.75. You get a free transfer at Wall Street to the Rockaway route, and then it leaves you off, I think, closer to like Rockaway Park area. So you need to go from Rockaway Park to Far Rockaway. You'll probably have to take like the subway from there to Far Rockaway. So you have to pay another $2.75 for the subway system. And handily, this is your favorite way to get around. It's a very convenient option. You know, this is my first time that I'm going to be taking this ferry from the Upper East Side to Astoria, right across the river. I've never done that before. Hello, car drivers stuck in traffic. That guy was honking his horn. He's like, yeah. Judith says, never mind them. I can walk faster than this traffic, man. Actually, maybe not. They're going faster than I am, but I'm keeping up pretty well. Feels that just drive-by shout-out. Ramsey's Tokasa's shout-out is Friday party. This is a good view. You get to see all the cars and the highway. Look at how low this fence is. You could just go right over it onto the cars. I think this sanitation garage is newly renovated. Oh wait, I know what this is. So this is where New York City's garbage gets loaded onto the boats. They have that bridge there, the garbage trucks. They'll bring the trash right here. They load the trash onto the boats, and then the boats, they bring it somewhere else for this. I don't think New York City has a landfill anymore, many landfills, so we export our trash to different parts of the country for disposal. Clash Selling says the trash depot. Yep, this is it. I think they call this like the marine transfer station. But all these big containers These container ships are filled with trash. Oh, Cynthia Beale Asphalt Green is near. Yeah, it's right across. I see the name. It says Asphalt Green. It says there Asphalt Green. And here's the Sanitation Marine Transfer Facility. Also, it seems like there's someone living under here in a tent. And there's also Asphalt Green over here. Municipal Asphalt Plants. Borough of Manhattan, it says. Wait, is that my boat? No way. Can't be 20 minutes already. I don't think it is. Because that's coming from the Bronx. HNT, thank you for $3. Appreciate it, HNT. Thank you for the support. Thomas says that's my ship. I don't think it is. It's actually pretty cool seeing the traffic like this. Looks like a postcard. Hey, school bus. Alright, I'm not gonna walk around anymore. I'm gonna wait at the ferry station for the next boat. Traffic, yeah. It's rush hour. Yeah, this isn't my boat. Hey, what's up? Whoa, look at that.
Hey, what's that?
I got a Thomas Jefferson bill.
All right.
Thank you, man.
All right, buddy.
Right.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, thank you. Look at that. Lucky $2 bill. You don't see many of those anymore. Thanks for the super chat. All right. Yeah, that's not, my boat's not coming for another 9 minutes, so we got time. Oh, it's cold. Jay Bless says it's quiet. Yeah. Nine minutes for the boat. To turn on heaters, press and hold button for 3 seconds. Does it work? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Heaters may take several minutes to turn on. There's a heater there, and there's another heater here. Gerard says I'm $2 richer. Yeah, this ride is all paid for now due to the viewers here. I think it was Square Bet who gave me $10 for the ferry ride, and I got a $2 bill. I think the heaters are working. Cynthia BL says, very nice of you, $2 guy. You know what's also rare now are the 50-cent coins. Like the Kennedy coins. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. And there's also, which one's also rare? Mr. Sam says, keep the Jefferson $2 bill. It's a collector's item. They're fun to give away as tips to like restaurant staff. You get a conversation out of them. It's like, wow, I got a $2 bill. I think this heater's broken, but this one's working. I think this one's working here. Oh yeah, this one's on. Carly H, love your videos. Does everyone in New York have to wear a mask outdoors? Is it mandated in New York while waiting for the boat? No, it's not. It's up to everyone's choice whether they want to wear it outdoors. On the boat, I think they require it though. But maybe not the outdoor section. Oh, here's the boat now. Very nice. Nelson says my boat. Yep, it's my boat. The Astoria Ferry. It's more like Astoria and Upper East Side now. It used to be that the Astoria stop was the last stop on this boat, but I'm glad they extended it to 90th Street on the Upper East Side. JF, have I ever taken the ferry from New York City to the Jersey Shore? No, I haven't. My ferry boat's name is Seize the Day. So this boat's gonna be unloaded and we're gonna get on. And it's only gonna be a short ride right across the river, but we get to experience it. Nelson, can you pay with phone for the ferry ride? Yes, you could pay with the New York City Ferry app.
And Astoria.
Yep. That's where I live. Astoria. Right here is my ticket. It's out of focus though, but alright, Astoria. Wow, this is a popular route. Crazy Auto, can you use an unlimited MetroCard on the ferry? Unfortunately not. The subway system and the bus system are not interchangeable fares. It's a separate fare for each one. Oh wait, there's a line here. Gotta go to the back of the line. Most people have their phones out too. Right. Okay. Here we go. I think most people are going to be choosing to stay inside today. But I'm gonna go outside. It's only one stop on the boat, so there's even a concessions area. You can buy like Doritos, soda. There's also a bathroom here. All right, let's go out. Be the only one out up here. Yeah, I am. It's so dark up here too. You can't see anything. Well, you can. It's just that it's hard to. Janice says, amazing view. I'm gonna be very cold up here when the ferry starts moving, but worth it for the view. You get a view from the inside too. Daddy Bob, what bridge is that? The Whitestone? No, that's the RFK bridge. Used to be known as the Triborough, and most people I know still call it the Triborough. We're backing out. Bye, Manhattan. It was nice seeing you. Looks so romantic. It is really. Whoa, look at the view down there. you who've never taken the New York City ferry before and live here or either coming to visit, definitely consider it. It's only $2.75. And there's my ferry stop over here. Wow, what a view. Judy says, what street do you get off in Astoria? This leaves you off at Vernon Boulevard and 8th Street, I believe. Lynn says that was too short of a ride. I could take this boat all the way down to Wall Street, and then I'll have to make my way back up from there though, but I'd rather not do that. I gotta be careful here. It's dark and there's steps holding onto the railing. How about that ride? I think that was quicker than taking the subway to Astoria. Laurie says no lights on the boat, on the steps. Yeah, it's gotta be careful over there. Could get dangerous. Hung Mao says thank you for the ferry ride. I knew you'd like it. It was also good for me to experience. You can get to the Upper East Side pretty quickly with this route from Astoria. Looks like a lot of people took the same idea. Says, did I already make a video of taking the ferry? Yes, I have. Not this route though. All right, so I guess my live stream title needs to be updated now. NYC Live Exploring Manhattan with a ferry ride. I didn't think I was gonna be back here by the time I ended this video, but Laurie says it's a pretty scenic option. It was. Cynthia, you take the ferries now, you avoid the subway for safety reasons. And I took the subway into the city today too. Let me take a walk over to the 21st Street area in Astoria, and then from there I can take a bus. Still gotta use a Metro card once you get off the ferry, so it's an extra fare. Hyperban, now that boat's going to the giant Pepsi Cola sign. Yep, it goes there for sure. It also stops at Roosevelt Island. Nelson Chen says, is the ferry ride faster than the subway? It depends on which route you're taking and how you're gonna get there. The thing with the ferry is you kind of have to weigh it. It may be faster for those places that you need to be near the coast. So if you're near the water, then it may absolutely make sense to take the ferry. But if your place is like inland and you need to take the subway and bus anyway, then it may not be worth it. Plus the ferry, they have long headways sometimes. Like that one was like 20 something minutes from mine. But it was still faster to wait for the ferry to get here than to take the subway. Alex Tang, can you bring a bike? Yeah, you can bring a bike on the ferry, but they charge you $1 extra though. It's $3.75 for the bike. Yep, Vernon Boulevard and 8th Street. That's where this ferry pretty much leaves you off. I was wondering what was making all that noise. It's all that tarp on the building. That's how fierce the wind is right now. This is all new construction. They're really building like quickly in this part of Astoria. JC John, you're thinking about buying an electric scooter versus electric bike. Yeah, that you kind of have to weigh it on your own. The downside to an electric scooter is that once you're out of battery, you can't really use it unless you charge it again. With an electric bike, if you run out of battery, at least you can still pedal it and use it as a bike. The scooter is kind of like dead weight. But the scooter is usually more portable than a bike. Bikes are heavier. School Bus Central, look at this. DS is the ferry 24 hours. I don't think it is. JC John, you have to try both and see. Yeah, you have to feel them out. We're in an area of Astoria now called Welling Court, and there's a lot of great artists that come by here that do all the walls. Very cool. Wow, this even looks like it's made out of mosaic. Interesting. You are not alone. Then you got like a totem pole. Alex says, would it be faster for you to take the ferry home or the subway? Once again, it really depends where you are. If you're near the coast by the water, then the ferry most of the time will be faster, even with the waiting time. But that's the flaw of the ferry system. Because even though I get off the ferry, I still need to take a little bit of a walk to get to my place for public transportation. Man, it is really getting cold right now. And I dressed for like high 30s, mid 30s weather. Now it's probably getting into the low 30s. And I'm feeling it with this wind. I should have worn my thicker jacket because right now it feels like I need it. The ferry ride also didn't help. Being on the upper deck the entire time. Coffee and smoothies at Compton's. Yeah, that's true, Mr. Sandman. Wind chill always makes it 10 times colder. For real. Station to 21st Street where most of the north-south buses are. Fluoride Monster says Compton. Yeah, I was in Compton in Los Angeles. Osflygirl says it's 26 Fahrenheit with gale warnings. Pretty cold. Oh man, a bus just arrived. That happens sometimes. I'm feeling the wind through my gloves right now too. By the way, these are new now. They never used to have these before. The talking crosswalk signs of 21st Street. I'm glad they have these now.
Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait,
Whoa, it sounded louder.
wait,
Whoa.
wait, wait.
I'm glad they got those now. folks, I'm gonna end this here. I gotta wait for the light to cross anyway, but thank you so much for joining me in this live stream. If you can't
Wait.
for me to upload another video, then stay tuned, because there's gonna be another one tomorrow. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, wait guy.
Wait. Wait.